Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So I'm reviewing episode 2 of the Avatar, The Last Airbender Live Action. I said this last week when I did my review of episode 1, but my sister and I watched episode 1 and 2 in the same night. It dropped today, the 22nd of February. It's still the 22nd of February, so regardless of when you're watching this, I'm reviewing it as soon as it came out. It's very fresh in my mind. So my summary of the first episode was basically that it looks very good and I love it. There are a few changes, but they're changes that I'm okay with, and it still honors the original while making, like, it seems like it's a little bit higher maturity level, not like bad mature, but like just not for 12-year-olds anymore. So episode 2, they go to Kyoshi Island, which was to be expected. The episode's called Warriors. So Admiral Zhao, I actually really like him. Like he's a really good character in the animation, but he's like one of those really well-written characters, but you hate him because of how jerkish he acts. And in this one, I feel like he's just a really normal guy and a pretty decent commander. He seems really intelligent. They're bringing out his strategicness. I really like Iroh and Zuko. I like their dynamic. I like Iroh. They're starting to bring out his Iroh-ness, where he's just kind and really wise and strategic and powerful, but also, well, we haven't seen his power yet, obviously, but just, oh, you know, there's this food and it looks good, let's stop for tea, you know, that kind of thing. But he's also really wise. And so the situation between them and Admiral Zhao, not Admiral, he's not Admiral yet, but Commander Zhao is a little different. So I'm interested to see if they're going to still keep the Agni Kai between Zhao and Zuko or not. And Zhao ends up attacking the Kyoshi Island village, which we had a feeling he was going to, because in the trailers we saw him in there, which the worry for me and a lot of other fans was that because he attacks the village, it ruins Zuko getting to do villainous things. But the way that they did it, Zuko actually, Iroh kind of gives him some wisdom, and because they're like, Zhao is there, how are we going to get around as men? And Iroh, you know, where their one avatar is, maybe there'll be another one, and he looks at the statue of Kyoshi, and so they head straight to the statue, which is where Aang was meditating to try to contact Kyoshi. So Zuko comes after Aang specifically, so he still has that, oh, Zuko is coming after us. You know, Sokka and Aang and Katara very much felt that, so he's still an antagonist to Aang in the gang, so to speak. So it didn't take away from that. And Zhao attacked the village, but he wasn't like this ultra uber big villain that was like, you know, like he's just a pretty typical Fire Nation guy gonna, you know, fight the village. And honestly, the Kyoshi warriors kind of started it, like he was gonna search the village, but they actually kind of fought back, which understandable. So he wasn't like the ultra villain like I was expecting them to make, and I was worried they were gonna do that. So I felt like it was really well balanced. The Kyoshi warriors, I said this in the trailers, I'll have a card here, they look absolutely fantastic. They look phenomenal, and Suki is spot on. Like the characterization of all of these characters is so fantastic. I did miss Sokka's arc where he is sexist, doesn't think women can be warriors, and the Kyoshi, like Suki shows him up and teaches him that women can be warriors. However, they did keep the ship between Sokka and Suki. Yes, I said that right. And she still shows him up when they're training and everything like that. She kicks his butt, but he's very respectful and wants to learn from her. So they took the sexism part out of it, and thus Sokka didn't really have an arc per se, but they still kept the ship alive, and they have a really good chemistry. Like their physical tension, for lack of a better word, is so good. And honestly, Suki, she's gorgeous. She looks great. I love the Kyoshi warriors, the way that they look. So the one change that was kind of, I wasn't sure about, is that Aang meditates and because he comes here to try to get control of the Avatar state. What he did on the mountain, where he went in the Avatar state, could have killed Sokka and Katara, scares him, and she had really, they find out that they read that Kyoshi had really good control of the Avatar state, and so they come here to learn about that. And so he goes to her shrine to try to meditate, to try to talk to her, and he does actually end up talking with her in the spirit world. She was phenomenal. Avatar Kyoshi's actor was just, wow, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she looks phenomenal. Her height was actually perfect. Like, I don't know if they made her look taller, or if the actress is actually just that tall, or if Aang's actor was just that short, but she looks tall, and which is amazing because Avatar Kyoshi was supposed to be very tall, very big. She has huge feet. That's her character. And so the thing is, I'm not sure if I like him actually meeting Kyoshi first. He's supposed to be an Avatar Roku first. But here's the thing, and if they do it this way, then it's not going to be a bad thing. So I don't hate it yet. I'm going to wait and see how it plays out later. Because Kyoshi was very harsh with him. She was very much like, you need to be a warrior. You need to step up and do your responsibilities, and you failed, and you're going to fail if you don't try. You know, she was very harsh. And so I feel like because she was so harsh, Aang can still have that close relationship with Roku if Roku, like, you know, he teaches him differently. He's more of a guide. So Kyoshi being harsh with him could still help him to be closer with Roku, even though he meets Kyoshi first. As long as he doesn't become closer with Kyoshi than Roku, then we're good. What else? It was just really good. There was a fight scene at Kyoshi Village. I love the martial arts. So you can tell I know some, I just don't know details of martial arts, but you can tell that the Kyoshi warriors have a different type of martial arts than like Sokka, who just kind of fights. But he does actually fight a lot more in this, and I love, again, the maturity level is increased, and so he actually knows how to fight like he would have to, and everything. But he doesn't know a whole lot. He hasn't really been taught, and so the specific types of martial arts that the Kyoshi warriors were doing, that Suki also teaches him, was really, really cool. It reminded me of Taekwondo, because I took Taekwondo, and so they were doing movements that reminded me of the patterns we would do in Taekwondo, and the breathing and everything. Like, it was so fun to watch, and I loved it. I'm excited to see what happens next. Overall, I'm really enjoying it. I feel like they're honoring the original. It's wonderful to see all of these characters in the world and the races and the bending come to life. It's really exciting and action-packed. They're honoring the original. All of the actors are doing a fantastic job honoring the characters that they play. They look really good, but they've made changes that make sense. It's realistic. I love it. I'm here for it. I forgot to say in my last review that it's 5 stars, but yeah, 5 stars for episodes 1 and 2, 100%. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you've seen the animation, what do you think of the live action? If you haven't seen the animation, what do you think of the show kind of coming into it as a stranger? Because I'll never have that perspective, so I'm really curious to see what you guys think of it who've never seen the animation. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in the meantime, if you liked my review of episode 2, then check out my review of episode 1. I gave you all of my thoughts and details on it, so check that out. You don't want to miss it.